Yeah.
I'm gonna tilt it down just a little bit. Hi, friends.
Yeah,
Oh, does that cut you off?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I want them to see the food.
Who needs the top of my head?
Hi, friends. What? What? Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Keto Cooking. We have a really fun. People are saying that they can't see the food very well, so I want you to see the food. You don't need to see the top of his head. He has great hair, but
just trust me, it's there.
Yeah. But we have a really awesome, delicious, satisfying dish that you can use as a side dish or as a main dish, and we're going to show you both ways. But it comes together really fast. It's really easy. We usually have all of these ingredients on hand. So on those days where you just don't know what to make for dinner, or you just don't know what to put with your roasted chicken or whatever you may be making, this is a really quick and easy way to throw together a side dish or a main course. Mm-hmm. So you want to tell us what we're doing here?
Yeah, so we're making this kind of easy keto bacon asparagus dish. And it's, like she said, it can be on a side dish or on its own. It's nice because we actually make it with frozen asparagus. A lot of people don't realize that you can get frozen asparagus.
Yeah.
Go down in the frozen vegetable aisles. It's usually near the frozen green beans, and it kind of looks the same on the package, so that's why I think most people don't realize it's there. But really inexpensive way. I love asparagus, but I hate asparagus that's not like, what's the word? Not fresh. It's not ripe, you know, I guess. And so if it's out of season, it tastes kind of stringy and doesn't have a lot of flavor. But the frozen stuff tastes really good. Tastes like fresh.
It is. So. It's really good, and we just keep a couple of bags in our freezer kind of at all times, and then we can throw this dish together. You can also do it with green beans. This would be a great dish to do with green beans. We really like the flavor of asparagus, and it's really a good green fibrous vegetable that's going to give you a lot of nutrition. So we love doing it with asparagus. But what else are we doing with it?
Okay, so we always put bacon in it because we love bacon. And
bacon makes everything better.
But then Laura mentioned chicken. We've done chicken, we've done shrimp, we've done sausage. Today we're going to do brisket. So it's just kind of whatever you have left over, or you don't have. You can just do the bacon and the asparagus. You don't have to do. It's up to you. So it's another CIY. Cook it yourself. Whatever you have on hand, whatever sounds good to you. Right. You can make this dish kind of spicy. There's a few ways you can do that. I'll show you that variation, or not. If you don't like spicy food, you don't have to add that part. Yep. So. Anyway,
I just like how versatile it is, because you can use up any leftover meat that you have, or just do the bacon and serve it as a side dish. So it makes it goes great either way. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, well, let's get started. So what I did, just for the sake of time, is I already browned up some bacon. So I've got just some little pieces of bacon. It's a rough chop. Don't kill yourself over trying to get it to be the right size. Just chop up some bacon, 8 to 12 ounces. Depending on your taste, we love bacon, so we went with the full 12 ounces. And so I already browned that up and set it aside, took it out of the pan. I left all of the grease in the pan though. I'm using cast iron because I love how much it holds onto the heat. It keeps it even. It doesn't get hot and then cold, and I'm not on the knob of the stove trying to go up and down every time I add or take away something. So I'm using cast iron, but whatever big frying pan you have will work, that has good size will work for you. But just kind of a word of caution, when you go to add the asparagus, especially if it's frozen, if you have a hot pan of oil, if you put something frozen, it's going to splatter and kind of make a little bit of a mess. So just be very, very careful.
Back up if that's the
be very, very careful when you do that, because there's a lot of water. Water and oil don't mix. So put it in kind of gently, do it in maybe spoonfuls if it's really hot. We probably won't get a lot of pyrotechnics here because the pan has had a chance to cool off here. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn the pan back on. We're gonna be at a medium-low heat, and make sure that did turn, yeah, it did. All right, and I'm just gonna take my frozen bag of asparagus. This is about 12 ounces of frozen cut asparagus. So it's in maybe inch and a half, maybe 2-inch sections already cut up. You could use whole asparagus. I don't see why you couldn't. Ours is, the frozen stuff we buy is always cut, so that's just kind of what happens. So
and just so you know, the recipe for this dish is already in the description of this video. So if you want to make it a week from now but didn't quite remember the process, we typed everything out for you so you can refer back to it, giving you a couple of variation options. So feel free to refer to that. If you guys could go ahead and share this video,
yes.
Give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We are working really hard. We've got a calendar going. We're going to map out some really great videos for you guys, and we're going to be uploading some more content and really trying to equip you to, one, try something new in your kitchen, DIY, cook it yourself, but also just to enable you to be successful in your keto journey, in your low carb journey, and we just want to provide valuable content. So if you find this valuable, hit that thumbs up button and hit the share button. Comment below what you would want to add to this dish, because we'd love to know something that we may not have thought of yet. And did you tell them about the little secret ingredient sitting over there?
It's a
okay.
secret.
Okay.
But on the calendar point, let us know if you want a recipe on something, on a certain kind of side dish you haven't been able to figure out how to make something work well in a keto variation. Yeah. Let us know, and we can do some research, we can do some testing and try to make that work.
Yeah.
So comment on the videos. You can email us, ketocooking08@gmail.com. And let us know what you want to see so that we can help you out. That's the whole point of this. So,
yay. Hi everybody. Hi Keto Mama. Hi Paula. Thanks for watching. We're glad you're here. So we're just going to let this asparagus thaw out in the pan, and it's also cooking in the bacon grease at the same time. Now, would you salt this at this point, or do you salt it at the end?
Not yet. I'm going to salt it at the end. With this dish, because of the bacon, we don't need to add a lot of salt.
That's a good point.
And the asparagus is already cooked, actually,
right.
Even though it's frozen. So we really just need to get the ice off of it, get it to be not frozen. So we're just going to kind of roll it around here in the bacon grease. It's going to soak up a lot of that smoky, pork flavor. Yeah.
Smoky deliciousness.
And so we're going to let it just get a little, just start to get softer.
Yeah.
We can kind of go over the rest of the ingredients here. So I've given you the pro tip before. Buy the minced garlic in a jar. It is so much better than
such a time saver.
Yeah,
we really love that.
There's so many times I'm like, ooh, garlic would be good in this, but I don't have the time to go get
the dish is like already underway.
Too far.
And,
yeah, I can't go chop up garlic, peel it, do all that. But I can grab this and grab a spoon and throw it in real quick. So
yeah.
Good option there. So we'll use that. Salt, pepper. If you like spicy, you can add some crushed red pepper.
We like that.
Also, what I like to do is, I do it just on my own plate for me, but I'll add a drizzle of sriracha hot sauce over the top. Yeah. It's really good. That's kind of a garlicky chili sauce. Then we also have finely grated Parmesan cheese we're going to sprinkle in.
What I love about this particular Parmesan cheese, yes, it comes in a bag pre-grated for you, but it is super, super fine. It's like snow. It's like powdered snow. Like literally, that's what I think of the texture. Yeah. It's not in the strings, and it melts so much better than if you buy the one that's just regularly grated, and it just doesn't melt the same in my opinion. And I just really like, you can grate it yourself. That's the best way to do it, but we just don't have time for that. Yeah. We are, you know what? This is where we're at in life. We got 2 kids. They're crazy. they keep us on our toes. But so when we want something fast and easy, we do reach for this. But it is the super finely grated Parmesan cheese, and it works out great.
Okay, so what I did was I just made a little opening in the pan here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my garlic straight to the pan. I want the garlic to get really hot, to get the oils out of it. That's going to really open up a lot of the flavors and be able to get it mixed in well to all of the dish. So I'm just going to put that straight onto the pan, and then I'm going to stir really quickly so we don't burn the garlic. And then I'm going to ask my lovely wife here to go ahead and open up the Parmesan.
Got it. And we said about, I think, a quarter cup of Parmesan.
A quarter cup. And you can play with that.
We eyeball it.
Lauren's not real big on cheese, so we don't, douse it. You could, if you really love it.
I don't think they know that about me.
Yeah, we've talked.
Oh, we have? Well, we talked about it in that video that we edited in our Super Bowl video, but then we ended up not putting that clip in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So she doesn't like cheese. And it's very difficult for people like me who love cheese.
Well, and on keto,
on a
low carb diet,
pour tons of cheese in there. So
I'm not a huge fan of cheese.
For this, you can add as much or as little as you like.
Which is funny. Oh, sorry.
So
here we go.
Go ahead and thank you. So we're gonna do about a 1/4 cup. You can add more if you love Parmesan cheese, add some more. If you're not crazy about Parmesan cheese, I know some people aren't crazy about the smell.
Right.
Then don't add so much. That's CIY. Cook it yourself.
Yep, absolutely.
And so then at this point, really just the whole rest of the dish pretty much comes together. So I have the bacon I showed you, and I have some chopped brisket. That's what we had left over. Chicken, shrimp, whatever you got, sausage, throw it in there. Yep. And you're just gonna dump it all in at this point.
Yep. Yum. Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here now with that garlic. And
keep stirring. Whoops.
Woo.
Need to get a non-stick pad here.
Hot.
So.
Oh, that looks so good. Well, and this pan's really heavy, so yeah. So in my opinion, this would be more of a main dish, a main course.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's looking fabulous. Yeah. It smells delicious, but this would definitely be like a one-pot wonder. Get it on the table. Super satisfying, especially with all the bacon grease, the fat from that. That's going to leave you really, really satisfied, and your blood sugar isn't going to crash in an hour. So
this is just crushed red pepper. We like it spicy.
Yes, we
so
do.
Just sprinkling it a little bit.
Apparently we need another jar.
All of our crushed red pepper. And at this point, I'm turning the heat off. And because I'm using a cast iron pan, it's going to stay plenty hot for a while. And I'm just going to kind of keep stirring, make sure that whatever leftover meat you're using, make sure it heats all the way through.
And we'd already warmed the brisket in the pan before we started, so it's already
and you could heat it up in the microwave first before you dumped it in. If you wanted to cook chicken just for this or something like that, you can just chop it up, cook it ahead of time, and then set it off to the side until this point and add it back. You'll just, whatever meat you add, you want to add it already cooked at this point. It needs to be cooked.
We do have one comment asking about our thoughts on Velveeta.
Our thoughts on Velveeta. So it's kind of like keto junk food.
Yeah.
Is it good for you? No, it's not. But you can still technically eat it, and it's higher in fat but lower in carbs, and so you can eat it without knocking yourself out of ketosis.
Right.
Is it healthy? No, absolutely, it's not. I'm not. I mean, we're not gonna lie to you. So we used it in the Super Bowl video, just as a way to kind of get a little bit of get your game food on, get some junk food, but still not totally blow yourself out of ketosis and set yourself way back. So it was kind of a compromise for your diet. So that's kind of where we are in Velveeta. So
all right.
So this is pretty much done now. I can see the meat's warmed through. Everything's ready to go.
Looks fantastic.
Here's the secret ingredient that Lauren was talking about: slivered almonds, and that sounds pretty
weird,
plain and simple, but it's really
so good.
Really good. So we're gonna add about a 1/4 cup. Again, you can do this to taste. Make it however you like. We put the quantities and everything in the description. So so I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top. Like that, and as you adjust your quantities, if you add less bacon and a lot of chicken, and you try this with a 1/4 cup of almonds, you might want to add more almonds next time. Or you might go, that was just too much for me. But, and so as you play with it, or maybe you can only get 16-ounce bags of frozen asparagus, and so now you have more asparagus. So just kind of play with it and make it your own. So ours are in the description how we like to make it, but find a way to
Should I bring the camera close and show you the...
go ahead. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper here right at the end. And again, not much on the salt. Ooh, hello. Hi. There we go.
So there's the finished product. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that so pretty?
It's not bad for a Sunday lunch.
It's delicious, yeah. So, and it came together so fast.
Super fast. You watched us make it here. The only thing we pre-cooked was the bacon, and that was about 5 minutes to chop that up and brown it. It didn't take much at all. So really easy dish. It seems like you guys are really appreciating the fast, simple meals. Those recipes. So we'll keep throwing them your way as we come up with
And I really like something like this because, like I said, we usually have this stuff on hand. We're going to have Parmesan cheese in our fridge, typically. We always have our minced garlic. You guys know that. We always have bacon. We purposefully buy a couple bags of frozen asparagus every 2 to 3 weeks just so that we have it in our freezer and we can throw this dish together. When you find a dish that works for you and that you love and that keeps you on track, keep those ingredients stocked in your house, as long as they're not perishable, or just meal plan and plan them out so that you use up the ingredients before they turn on you.
And first, you know, we're in South Texas, so maybe where you're at, you can't find frozen asparagus. You can use green beans just the same, or you can use fresh asparagus.
Yep.
You know, maybe you love cheese and you are not like this one. You can throw some mozzarella cheese on the top of this and throw it under the broiler in your oven, kind of get the cheese a little bubbly, just add, again, another variation. So the recipe's there, but I want you guys to kind of see the process of how to make the dish, you know, kind of from a high level, and then just use what you have on hand, use what's on sale at your grocery store, use what you have available to you, use what you like to cook with.
Absolutely.
That's, you know.
That's great.
Make it your own.
Good advice.
DIY.
All right, so thanks you guys for joining. Thanks for all the...
Please share the video.
Paula says beautiful flowers on the counter.
Where did those flowers come from?
This guy. All right, well, thanks again, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe and share this video, because you never know who might be desperate for a new idea, who might be needing a fresh take on, you know, green beans and bacon, or, you know, something like that. So you never know who you might come across that would benefit from something like this. So please share. Thanks so much for your love and support. We love you. Have a great Sunday, and we'll see you on our next keto cooking video.
All right.
Bye,
Okay,
guys.
bye. Oh,
Yeah, that's you.
Here I am. Okay, bye.
Bye.